Hello and welcome to the Event Talk Live podcast with your hosts, Love from Nix and Skeletoni.
Hello!
We are joined by first our co-host, good old Server from episode 1.
Hey, let's go!
And now we'll go on to the actual guests. Tony, would you like to announce one of them?
Yes, so starting off, I would love to introduce the people to, of course, Archie, aka Argster21, and obviously Gracie as well, the most beautiful person I think I've ever seen. Co-host of, I believe, Friend or Clout.
Yes.
Do you guys want to just tell us a little bit about your event real quick?
Absolutely.
What I just want to
go?
say, possibly the best thing that ever been created.
Wow.
Hey, there's another game show being discussed here, you know.
Listen, it's just my personal opinion. No, I'm kidding. But no, Friend or Clout, it's go on, Grace. I'll let you.
I rarely get to speak about this, to be fair.
Exactly.
Friend or Clout, it's a little platonic show. If you've ever heard of Blubber Host, it's a bit like that.
No, it was original concept.
Original concept, yeah. We made it in 2023, and it's just about making friends as streamers. But there is a twist, because people can pick either Friend or Clout. And if they pick Friend, it's happily ever after. And if they pick Clout, it's betrayal. They're just here for a shout out at the end. So,
Absolutely lovely.
That is the reason why I'm here.
Absolutely
No,
lovely.
I'm joking.
And also, obviously, as you can see, we have Five Eyes Streams, who will be here representing Sink or Swim. A lovely, lovely show. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that, Fives?
Yeah, so Sink or Swim is an interactive Minecraft game show inspired by Survivor. So all of the contestants will play through mini games every week and try to be the last player swimming. And all the while, the audience can interact from Twitch chat, and it'll actually make things happen in the game.
Ooh.
Happy days, happy days. Awesome. So I believe that gets us on to our first round of questions. Everyone happy to start?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. So very simple question just to start off with. What made you want to get into hosting events? We asked this to everyone, but what specifically made you guys want to start presenting these kinds of events and just kind of letting the world see into your mind a little bit? Who wants to start us off? I don't mind. I'm gonna start.
Yeah, we don't mind. We don't mind.
People.
We'll let Fives go first because Fives went last time.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll alternate like that. I think for me, streaming is probably the most important part of my content creation, because when you're streaming, when you're doing something live, you can interact with the chat in real time. It's not like a YouTube comment where you have that delay. It's not like, making art. Live streaming is unique, where the chat is actually there in real time, sharing that moment with you. So I really wanted to find a way to harness that to the max. And, I already was making Minecraft content, so I thought maybe we can make some kind of game show. And it kind of just went from there.
Happy days, happy days. And obviously passing over to the wonderful Friend or Clout duo.
Yeah, I suppose I'll go.
I was gonna say I'll let Grace go first because we came into this at very different times. Like we didn't. I wasn't there from the start.
No, yeah. So it was around February 23, and I think I was watching a lot of the other events that are happening with big creators. And at that point in time, I don't think I'd seen much in the sort of small streamer community. So obviously, Love on Host had been going for a while, and I think it was specifically I saw, what was it, Recipe for Disaster that Tubbo did, and I've always been into like doing little events on my own channel, but that actually inspired me to go and create something that was sort of bigger than just me as a streamer. I tried to do something like a year earlier, but I didn't, not with much success. So I partnered up with another streamer and we started TikTok and just got the word out, and it actually went really well for about 10 days of prep to getting into our first event, which was huge.
Fuck yeah, is my first response. Archie, is there anything you'd like to add on to that?
Well, I mean, me personally, so I started off Friend Clout like halfway through the first season, like maybe a few months in, and I'd been watching the show since basically the start, but I decided I wanted to give it a crack myself. I'd been streaming at the time, and I thought, yeah, why not? It looked fun, and I got myself in. I really enjoyed myself while I was there. And over time, I started saying to Grace and the other owner, "Oh, do you guys need any help with anything?" And over time, that kind of barreled into me getting involved in the staff team. I eventually started hosting the shows, and now I'm a co-owner, so I don't know how we got here. But no, I do enjoy putting on the events for the community because at the end of the day, like Five said, some people do it for the views or like if they'll get less interested if they don't see as much. But for me personally, I just love doing what I do, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just add on to that as well? Archie's talking about him being really eager to be on the staff team.
No.
He actually sent us.
No.
Me and the other owner at the time got sent an email to the account, which was Archie's little. He wrote up a whole beautiful email for us, and no one had ever done that for us. And sorry. I can't go 1 second. But yeah, that was Archie's first introduction into it, and he really just got stuck in ever since then.
No,
Fan mail.
that email will never ever see the light of day. Clay's
I would like that email.
I was gonna ask, yeah.
No, that's not happening.
I would prefer that if we actually had that for the podcast. I wish you guys could, come prepared.
No.
Really, because
No,
I
that
think when Gracie comes back, I think that's something we'll have. to
that
do.
is something we have to ask because that would be really really funny.
Gracie
Yeah,
knows
that
that's
would
not
be-
happening. That's
No, let's get this email, please.
Confidential
I'm so
information.
deadly serious.
Yeah, we need to have
Confidential.
this email now. We are.
You do not.
Awesome.
You
I'm gonna
you can get many other exclusives, not that one.
Ah!
That's where you draw the line.
Awesome. So moving on to the next question. So obviously this is for fives for context, by the way, because I should have started off with it. High fives.
Hi.
So obviously you guys have a lot of mini games for your event, to my understanding. That's correct, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Great.
There's two
Started
mini-games
off
every
really
episode.
well.
Yep.
So out of all of the, because if I'm correct, you guys are on season 2 at the moment. Out of all of the mini games that you have done so far, is there any particular one that you went mental for? You loved making it, you loved planning it, and you loved seeing everyone's reaction. Is there a favorite?
That's an excellent question. Honestly, I think what comes to mind first is a game called Spirit Breaker. But before I talk about that, just to clarify, 2 games every episode, 10 episodes per season as of now. And that's a lot of planning. It's a lot of planning, especially when the teams are getting like uneven with different eliminations. And oh man, that's probably the biggest workload. But Spirit Breaker is that was a 1v1 PvP game. But what I really liked about it was you didn't have to PvP to win. So there were 2 options. You could either fight the other player, or you could grind on some mobs that were being spawned by the audience. So I just really liked that we were able to incorporate both playstyles into that. So if you were up against someone who's a PvP master, you don't think, oh, I'm cooked. We kind of wanted to appeal to all different playstyles and make it more of a balanced game. And that worked really well. So all the players they defeated and all of the mobs they defeated would drop glowstone, and they would use that to fuel, what is that? It's called a respawn anchor. And once the respawn anchor is totally charged, that would be their spirit broken, hence the name. So that one just turned out really exciting.
No, that's really cool. I actually quite like that. I'm actually a bit jealous I didn't think of that myself, to be honest.
It's simple, but it has a lot of variety depending on who's playing, so which path are they going to choose? Are they going to go for the PvP, or are they going to go for the PvE?
To be fair, the one thing that I think we've talked about a lot on this podcast so far is the just the presence of PvP in a lot of events. So many events are just so PvP based, and as someone myself at least who cannot beat up someone in a video game for the life of me, I do have just a sincere appreciation for anything that is not PvP based. So I'm so happy that there is a route for people like me who can't hit anyone with a sword, cannot aim a bow. It is lovely to see when people just kind of take that into consideration, that not everyone is built the same when it comes to Hypixel bed wars.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So.
Also, we're going to pass the torch over to Server from here just for a little bit.
Yay.
So I'm sure my voice is getting a little bit tiring at this point.
Yeah.
No.
Hi, Server.
Hi everyone. Hi. So my question for all three of you is, do you ever feel bad for rejecting applicants, as there's so many and they are all so cool?
Yeah.
You guys want to take this first because I just talked.
Yeah.
Archie, you go first.
Archie! Archie, go first!
Archie, go first now!
Oh, there's sometimes, but often. Why is my head? Okay, I'm not even.
Don't worry about it. Just go
You're
on.
having a conversation. You're having a conversation in game. Come on, Archie.
No, but it's definitely sometimes. But a lot of the time, what we do is we just. And now I need a better way of organizing these applications, and I think ending off this, because this episode we're doing tomorrow night is going to be our last one of the season before we take a decent break. So, no, after that I'm hopefully going to get a better organization way. But what I try to do is, instead of rejecting people, I keep them in mind for another episode later down the line, so everyone that applies eventually gets in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just watching Server's Minecraft character.
Yeah.
Server.
Back up.
Yeah,
Personal
back
space.
up.
Personal space.
Back
it up. Back up.
I think I don't know if Grace heard the question or not, but if Grace, do you know?
Yeah,
I
the
don't-
Sorry,
question
no, I was
was,
getting food.
do you ever feel bad for rejecting applicants because they're so cool?
Oh yeah,
I don't
massively.
know. I don't know how you used to do the applications, because I do mainly it these days, but I don't know how you used to do
So
it.
it's always been on like a Google form, and then we'll typically go through. There's not a lot of reasons we'd ever reject someone in general, to be fair. It's usually if they don't fit like the age range that the guest has set for the show. But like I say, I think Archie said the same thing. Just always keep people in mind for future events, and keep their contact info and message them, see if they want to be in another event a bit later, usually.
Nice.
I will say,
Nice.
sometimes it gets really awkward, because I message someone. I think for this event, I tried to message someone that applied like 10 months ago. I was like, so you know how you applied like all that time ago?
Oh.
But no,
You are so like me. Alright, Fives, gonna pass on the question over to you now. Do you ever feel
Yeah.
bad for rejecting applications?
Definitely, it feels really bad, but the biggest difficulty with it is that since our capacity is only 10 and this only happens once a year, you know, we get a lot of really promising applicants. A lot of them end up having to be turned down because of scheduling. Since this is a live weekly game show, we need everyone to be available for 10 weeks at the same 3-hour block, you know? So, I mean, if they get eliminated early,
Damn.
you know, they don't have to show up to the later ones, but we have to plan for the most, you know? So
Yeah.
a lot of people, unfortunately, get turned away because of that. And then we try not to say, to reach out for the scheduling to too many people, because the less people I can break their hearts, the better. Like, I feel really bad sometimes, but the game is growing and we're working on more infrastructure. You know, it's only our second season. Based on the applicants we got this season, we're already thinking maybe we can expand it. You know,
Yeah.
maybe we can get even more. Maybe we'll do 2 eliminations per episode. I don't know. Then we could double
Ooh.
it, you know?
Ooh.
So definitely talks of expanding because there's so many amazing people out there, especially like non-content creators. We allow non-creators on the show, which not a lot of Minecraft events do. So
Yeah, not a lot.
we want to see more applicants come through and have space for them.
In
I'm
other words, please apply for Sink or Swim.
Yes, please apply for Sink or Swim. I actually applied for Sink and Swim and didn't get in, but I might be in a different season. Who knows? At this point, who knows?
Absolutely. And I think it's unique also because you can play along from the audience and just do so much.
Yes.
So everyone who had applied and not gotten in, I strongly encourage to show up to the actual episodes because there is still fun to be had even if you're not on the cast.
Like it. I just wanna ask, Gracie, were you taking a photo of yourself on Snapchat about 2 minutes ago? Because it looked like you paused
it was for Instagram stories. It was
Okay.
Promo. I'm sorry.
I
tried to
was
discreet as
looking at it and I was like, are you also on Snapchat?
No, I deleted that app a long time ago.
Mid podcast
That's
is
fair enough.
crazy.
I used to do that mid FOC. I can't lie.
I nearly did.
Mid FOC just replying to your Snapchat streaks.
Wow.
On a game show.
Go, running the games go, life's hard, streaks.
Again. Ugh.
God. No, shout out to Snapchat. If you're... Yeah, I feel like, to be fair, I just want to interject here. I feel like you get to a certain age and you go, maybe I'm a bit too old to be on Snapchat.
I reached that point in about January. I was like, what am I doing? I'm 18
Yeah,
years of age. This is...
Yeah, it's a terrible social media site.
Yeah, it's not.
Was
It's
that
not
my
great.
head? Oh,
No.
my light's just gone off.
I was messaging you on Snapchat for so long before I realized you deleted it. Like I've
Oh my god!
I've still got
Wow.
so many messages on there
Wow.
because I didn't know you didn't say anything.
Left
What?
high and dry.
Fives, what's your opinion on Snapchat? You on Snapchat?
The only reason I still have Snapchat is because I have people on there who refuse to use Discord, so it's literally
Nice.
just for group chats for me.
the iconic 3-person group chat with a terrible name.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
I love it.
I would like to say hi to someone that is currently in chat before we get into the next question. Hi, Isaac. Welcome to the stream. How are you?
Isaac.
Hello,
Hi.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
Isaac
Hi,
from last
Isaac.
episode. Hi, Isaac. Thank you for letting us
Oh my
use your
God,
music.
Isaac from last episode.
Ganago,
Oh.
Crystally, and Killer Whale as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Five Eye Streams
my
chat.
God.
You can go into her chat as well and use the redeems. It will work.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't overuse
Oh,
them.
Lord.
Oh, thanks for
I've
telling me
already
that.
I was hit by an anchor earlier.
Twitch.
I saw it, yeah.
Just
yeah,
hit by an anchor
yeah.
again.
Oh.
I was going to ask about it, but I thought that might incur some personal trauma. The anchor.
Yeah. I mean, it does hit to get hit in the head with an anchor. Not that I would know.
Yeah, I don't have many brain cells left in here, so it's fine.
Ah, that's fine then. That's all
Oh,
right.
I can tell.
You are a fish.
Wow.
Ow.
There we go.
So I'd like to
No
just
faces.
touch on something. I'd like to just touch on something that I think was brought up in passing earlier by Archie. When it comes to it was either Archie or Grace. I can't remember. I'm so sorry, you two. So sorry. But
It's okay.
so when it comes to organizing a cast, obviously the cast is what really makes an event. It's all good, the games, if you're a minigame game show or the setup of a quiz, but it's the cast that really makes it and wants to, make viewers watch. When it comes to organizing and planning out the people that you choose to be in your game show, what really makes you sing when you look at the applications, or what really attracts you to bringing on a person when you're looking at their social media? What's the process look like for you guys respectively? I'm gonna ask Archie and Gracie first. I believe Five, was it you last time? I don't know. I'm going over to Archie just because I like to scream at people.
I just want to start off with, I've been confused for many of the British people before. Never Grace. That is the first. I've never been mixed up with Grace before.
It's great.
On the applications, I think first of all, this never happens. We've had it maybe 3 times ever. But we leave an option at the very top of the form for a YouTube video link, just in case
Oh, yes.
they want to record something. That's a guaranteed in.
Yeah.
Unless
They're
it's
so good. We've had very
unless it's
few of them,
weird,
but
yeah.
absolutely love it when people do that. That's like, oh my god.
Content creators.
Custom video.
Yeah, it's what attracts me is genuine. Jesus, it's it's people who will show interest in the show. They'll promote it. They'll help get us out there, and we'll help them get out there. And just like, yeah.
Yeah, publicity. We love it. We'd love to see the world go around.
Grace can word it better than me, I think.
Yeah, so back when I tended to do the applications, it would be, I tend to look for people that were regular, and it was less so, it was follower count, but not in a way you'd think. I love it when you see someone who's not got a lot of followers.
We love
Yeah.
clout.
got
We
that
like
sort
clout,
of-
guys.
But has like got that regular streaming. They're not letting the fact that they've not really got much of an active chat hold them back, and they find their own way. Just because I think that's when I was at my peak in my content. Even when I didn't have a lot of people flowing through the chat, I was still trying my best to stay consistent and just enjoy it the most I could. So that's going to create the person who's the most sort of self-energetic and really powers up their own steam.
To be fair, when you look at things like follower count, from what I've noticed just from being around so long, the follower count half the time doesn't necessarily matter, because you'll see there's sometimes you see people that have like 3K subs, but they only have like 5 like viewers on the stream for a majority of the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shows that maybe they, from what I've seen, they've blown up on TikTok or another social media
Yes.
platform, and they've brought the
Yeah.
followers in, but the followers have not stayed, because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one clip that they posted to TikTok might have been memorable, but them as a person is not entertaining enough for a full stream. And that's
Yeah,
fine.
no.
That's fine. Sometimes it happens. I mean, we were looking at someone who won't be named, like me and some friends, like off stream, a while back, and we were very surprised to see that this person that we had seen blow up on TikTok, and they had, I believe, about like 6K. They had 10 concurrent viewers for the entirety of the stream. I would expect a lot more from that follower count. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. Like, and as you said, Gracie, it's really nice, you know, when you see someone, they don't have a large follower count, but their stream is beautiful. It's perfect. The energy doesn't die down. They are funny. They're lovely to chat. They're interacting a lot. It's really nice to see. It's
It is
absolutely lovely
amazing,
to
I
see.
say.
Genuinely. But I'm now going to pass the torch over to Fives, who looks like they work at the Krusty Krab.
I was just
Right,
about to
looks
ask,
like
is that
it works
a
on the
new
Krusty
hat,
Krab
or-
now.
Someone added a
apparently.
hat to me, yeah.
Yeah, did you get a job midstream? Do you need to go flip
Oh,
the
there it
burgers?
goes.
Oh, they got fired. Fives got fired, everyone.
Pet
Wearing another
bait.
hat will take his place.
Yeah, you hate to see it. So, when it comes to organizing your cast, what do you look for specifically?
Yeah, as I said, we do accept both content creators and not content creators. The biggest challenge with that is if you're not a content creator, we need to get to know you some other way. Your content's not going to be out there for us to scroll through and watch and see what you're all about. So if people make a video, that is like great. That's going to be the best way to get to know the person. You know, it's for the most part, it's going to be customized for that event. If they're recycling one, it's usually evident, but even so, that wouldn't bother me as much. I just want to get to know you through the applications. If you're answering the questions with like a one-word answer, like "Do you think you'll win?" was one of the questions that I had on the Sink or Swim application, and a couple people would just answer yes or no. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that is an answer, but it doesn't tell me anything about you. So I want people with just a good energy. Again, the follower count doesn't matter, but if you are a content creator in your content, are you conversing? Is your personality showing? Are you just kind of there playing games silently to yourself, you know, just not really saying much? So I would say that's the main thing, is like, I want a strong personality, and I want someone who is available, because the scheduling is a big thing. So
Yeah.
their availability is going to be a big part of it too.
Definitely. I mean, organize sometimes when you have someone that's just not very good at communication, when it's not very good at like scheduling. For example, Nyx has to manage me.
Yeah.
This is my manager, everyone. Love from Nyx. They have to
Yeah.
tell me if I'm involved in an event sometimes, because half the time I forgot. It's not an insult to the event. It's just I've got a lot on all of the time.
That's
this
so
is my
fair.
manager. But when it comes to scheduling, sometimes you find with people that they are awful at responding to messages, but they are so invested in it. They're so invested, but they're just terrible at managing their schedules. Like, is that something that you found with trying to organize people? Like, you just have that one contestant who is genuinely so terrible at responding to messages. You've got to chase them up for it. Have you had that before?
Yeah, I mean, I try and write everything out as clearly as I can, and I use those Discord timestamp converters and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, I
so
love
Yeah, I
the
love
epoch
those.
time
yeah, they're so
converter.
convenient, right? So
I
I
love
try my
them.
best, but sometimes people will just skim through really fast and say, "Wait a minute, this lasts for more than a week?" Like, yes, it does. You know, it's kind of been there since round 1 of applications.
Oh.
But it's okay. You know, I have really good patience, so we'll figure it out.
Awesome. Right, I'm gonna pass the torch over to Nix for a little bit for the next couple of questions.
Yep. So
If
Yep.
I can just if I can just add on to that last one really quick.
go for it.
Yeah, of course.
We've had we've had a few people who they're regulars on the show, you know, like they're good friends, but there's some people who can't fucking wake up, and I will name them. There's been
Lilapha, where are you?
I want to say, I
We
want to
actually
say
all-
4 different occasions where,
Oh,
where I've had to physically leave the VC to ring Lilapha and say, get on the show.
We once, it was the start of season 2, it was the big launch, we were so excited. And it gets to about 15 minutes before the show. We like people to arrive at least half an hour before. We got
Yeah.
15 minutes before the show, no sign of Lilapha. And it was the most panic I think I've ever
Oh,
felt in relation to FOC, because we were like, we can deal with contestants dropping out, we can't deal with no guest.
Oh shit!
There was
Oh
there
my
was
gosh.
there was another incident where the big launch of season 3.
Oh no.
We're not good at
Which-
launches, guys.
Yeah, we're never doing season 4 because it always ends badly. But no, big launch of season 3. I found out. I don't think you were there for that, were you, Grace? No.
Which one's this?
This was the one where I first took control, and I was like, can we do one with some boxers? Because
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh,
So
you
I'm-
told me about this.
I'm in like the small creator boxing space. There's a lot of good guys in there, and I wanted to do an episode with all of them because I thought it'd be fun. And then I think we were maybe 20 minutes out of the episode, and our main guest was at work, had no access to a computer, and barely had any internet.
Oh no.
Gosh.
So
God.
what I had to do in that situation was I had to swap out the guest 20 minutes before, which I was slaughtered for by Craig.
Oh no.
I
But, like-
don't know where I was. I
Goodness.
think I remember being
I
out
think-
at a restaurant or something, maybe.
I think you were at
can't
Center
remember.
Parks.
Was
Were you a
I?
center box?
I think
I
you were.
no. I can defend myself. I work there. I get 60% off.
Okay. I thought just like mid season and like, oh Crazy, can you quickly hop on a call? We need to discuss some. Sorry guys, I'm actually at Center Parks. I'm in the middle of the woods on the
Middle of the
on that,
woods.
like the giant swing that like goes like along. You know what they call zip wire? I'm on the zip wire right
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I
I'm on the
can't
zip
get
wire.
involved.
Across the lake, mate. That's where I am.
But no, I got lashings for that one, but that was a mistake that we'll never have again, and we're also never having any of those people on again.
Oh, cool outpost. Cool them. No, don't.
No,
Don't call them out. Don't
no,
call them
no.
out. No. We are not being.
Not that we think you're gonna do that, Archie. You don't seem like the kind of shit stirrer, but just in
No,
case,
no.
don't call them out.
So the next question won't be asked by me. It will actually be asked by Server. Go on, Server.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Server.
Hi.
There's
Welcome back,
mutiny
Sarah.
happening under me. What
I'm
the
back.
hell?
Hi.
You didn't do it short there, Server. Sorry.
Oh,
Can
Yeah,
you
what
see
you
over the
saying?
counter? Oh.
Yeah, what are you saying?
nothing.
back, server,
Back
server,
up!
Server, put your earrings back in and sit down. All right. There's no fights happening on this podcast.
God dang, okay. Alright. Alright, so my question for you is how did you come up with your event name? Fires, we'll start with you.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I think it was just one of the ideas that was thrown on. I will say there were 2 ideas. First, well, I don't know which one came first, but one of them was Survivor. It was a combination of Survivor and Live. But I didn't end up using that because I thought that it sounded kind of stupid when you say it out loud. Survivor, it kind of sounds like
It
Mr.
sounds like
Krabs
Survivor.
saying saliva.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that. But sink or swim, I guess we kind of just had this nautical theme going on since when this was originally being planned, I was on the cusp of a rebrand to the fish that you see here. So I was kind of in the nautical mindset. And then we thought it just lended itself really well to a lot of puns and gameplay mechanics and all the other names of things, all the proper nouns that we use in the show now just kind of fell into place. And ironically, I am also in the Splatoon community, and there is a Splatoon tournament called Swim or Sink. So, not to be confused with Splatoon Swim or Sink. Sink or Swim is just in Minecraft. Trust me, guys.
Just me.
Plagiarism.
Fives, is that a Sea of Thieves background?
Yes, it is.
Oh, we're gonna be such good friends. That's great.
Outside of stream, we're gonna become best friends now.
So now in the next episode of Friend or Clout, you'll actually be able to find fives there. They're actually getting.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to find five streams there, you know?
This
Yeah,
is how
new-
we do. We
new
carved
guest.
out the fishing ring, and then once we got you, we've got you.
Hey, that's insensitive. You
Wow,
would say
Does
that
lend
to a
itself
fish?
well to this format. to be
Gracie,
fair.
do I need to borrow you in a separate VC sec to talk about your
Oh no!
comments?
Oh no!
Do I need to write a tweet longer?
We'll let it slide.
No,
we'll let it
I'll wait
slide.
Oh,
I can't lose another controversial host. God damn it!
oh no! See, we were gonna ask about that, but then we thought, no, we can't do that on the Event Talk Live. We'll ask after, but great,
Oh.
thanks, RJ. Can we bring Archie in for a co-host on episode? I want to
Yeah,
Absolutely!
He's perfect.
Absolutely, we can!
It's just Archie's just in this chair, like the chair, like leant back, like like how the evil villains do in their chair, like with the cat. Let's talk about your controversial
Yeah, where's your
past
cat?
on Twitter. Let's talk about that for a minute, shall we?
Wait,
I
wait.
could, I could go get my cat.
We're in the middle of a
She's a-
podcast.
Wait a
She's
minute,
on
the
my profile.
podcast, damn it.
I mean, it's a podcast.
No,
In the middle of a
It is
podcast.
worth
After.
it would have been
Yeah.
worth it.
Can we have the cat instead of you, if that's alright?
That's
Oh!
what I think sometimes when
No,
you
no.
I found my mojo back. I've started bullying contestants.
Hey, guys.
The mojo's back, yay!
That's exactly
Yes!
what I used to do as a host. It's why I don't host
It's the
anymore.
best. It's the best part. Like without like advertising my own shit for a minute. In the pub quiz, all I do is bully my coder and bully contestants, and that is all I do for about an hour and a half, and it is the
That's
best
brilliant.
experience of my life. I love it. It's an excuse. Anyway,
Well,
back to the questions. We got-
I feel my bullying's been toned down recently. I think
It has.
the peak
What was the
of
question?
my
Sorry.
I don't even know anymore. I don't know.
It
It's,
was-
the name of your game.
I'll get this
Oh.
last thing out and then I just was. It was the peak of my bullying was Grace. I think you'll remember this one. I don't know if any of you guys know it. There was a streamer called Anna OC. I think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was the peak. You can go watch that VOD. They were fucking screaming, but it was so funny.
Oh.
It's
No,
created one of
I'll-
my favorite sound bites in FSC history, and it's what is it?
Is it-
The star
I
for
think I
this show. Oh my.
Oh no.
oh
It's
jeez.
brilliant. I don't know if
Wait,
I'm
were
allowed to
they-
swear. Sorry.
Wow.
But...
No. Fuck, shit, bastard,
Okay.
crap.
Oh, everything like that is completely fine if everyone's cool with it. All that language is okay if everyone's
Sorry,
cool with it.
five.
No,
I didn't
I'll,
check. I didn't check.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh.
No, I will,
Anyway, the
I
name
will-
of Friend
Are
or
they
Clout.
Yeah.
serious?
I'll-
Sorry,
I'll-
no, I just
No,
want to
no,
ask.
no,
Was
no,
it?
no.
Okay, good. I
Oh,
just want to
Maybe
check.
semi, but no, no. I'll butt out of this question because it wasn't my fucking idea.
So originally it was going to be called Grace's Clout Chasers was the original name I had for it.
Oh, I like
which
that.
is very
That would-
me-centric. It's in line with a lot of the other stuff I do. I'd like it'd be my thing, but this was bigger than me. And I wanted it to kind of admittedly, the early show took a lot of inspiration from Love or Host, but I'm like, we
Love or Host
can't
was a
literally
great
call
show.
it Love or Host. And then I think I literally, I used to be part. I think at one point previously, I remember being part of something called Love or Host, Friend or Clout, and it was. I don't think I've told anyone about this. It's pretty much ripped from
No.
there.
No, you
They do
haven't.
Love or Hosts, and then they do a platonic version, which they called Friend or Clouts. But we far surpassed any of their reach, so I've basically just stolen their name.
I knew about Grace's clout chase. I didn't know about that.
I don't think anyone knew about that. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Archie.
I can't believe
This was
you.
in like 2020. It was ages ago.
Oh, bye.
Oh.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back,
Welcome
server.
Take the staff VC.
Oh.
Yeah, I did want to ask as well, because how long has Friend or Clout been going on now? Is it a...
Long
So
and it
it
full of
started on Valentine's Day in 2023. So
So
about
a
2
while.
years.
So 2 years. I don't know if you guys were aware. I'm actually trying to find. I'm actually scrolling through Average Harry's Twitter currently, because if I'm not wrong, about 3 to 4 months ago, he did his own version of Lover Host / Friend
Did
or Clout.
he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a
There's
Bill
a
Zone
lawsuit coming
episode.
his way.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask if you guys had heard of that and how you
Oh.
guys
Cease
feel.
and desist is already on his doormat.
Okay, good. You get him, my lovely.
Gotta take it
What-
professionally.
What did he call it?
I'm actually trying to find it right now. I'm actively looking for it because it
Okay,
just popped
okay.
into my mind real quick. I'm just gonna try and find it. It was called Raid or Romance. It was done
Oh.
last year in October, and I remember
Oh.
I applied for it alongside my friend Ash because we
Oh.
were like, right, what's going on here? And then they never did another episode of it. I don't think. So I think maybe
It's
you guys
because
did
of the cease and
better.
desist.
You
Oh,
guys,
okay.
you guys
To be
probably
fair,
did better,
this concept
and
has been.
they were like, yeah, we're not gonna redo this. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
the concept has
it
been
was
done
the-
to absolute death on Twitch. There's so many. There's Raid or Friend.
There was so
Friend
many.
or
There was because the
a
cease
lot
and
of them
desist
don't
got them.
exist anymore. We're the OGs.
I think it was actually Level Host that might have been the OG there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
No. We came first. You just take it from us.
Oh yeah. Obviously, you know,
The chicken or the egg.
the Auction Show stole your idea,
Exactly.
and that's why you don't do it anymore because the cease and desist.
Exactly. Now you get it. Now you understand.
Yeah, I'm following now, guys. I'm following. See, it took me a
Absolutely.
minute to, get there. but,
Yeah.
All right.
coming back. What was the original question?
I think it was about the name.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about the name. It was.
We need to
something-
go. We need to show
Right.
Five some more love. We need to show this.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah,
you
the
get
next-
bars for love.
The next question I have here is going to be for Fives first to show Fives a bit more love, and that is, what is your dream partnership for your event? So basically, like, it can be a charity, it can be some like a different group altogether, it could be whatever. What is your dream partnership? So it could be a sponsor,
Oh
it could be a
my
charity, it could be anything.
Could be me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's a really hard question. Me personally, I want to be sponsored by Goldfish Crackers, but I don't know if that'd fit in Sink or Swim.
Yes, get them as a sponsor like midway through the show. Guys, by the way, if you didn't know, you can now find goldfish crackers at Tesco.
Go.
Tesco.
Actually,
yeah.
I will say, so this season, since Twitch ads have changed the way that they work between last season and this season, so it was really important to me to not have ads falling at random times where maybe the audience would be interacting and then, oh no, I'm cut off. What's happening? What's going on? So we are scheduling actual ad breaks this season, and I have reached out to a lot of different game shows, events, and things to try and get like a quote unquote commercial added into the show.
Ooh.
And it's, it's kind of just for fun, but yeah, I'm still looking for more. If Friend or Clout wants
Hey.
to include
Hi,
one,
hi.
Yes,
Hi,
Friend-
I will
hi.
not-
Have Friend or
Hi,
Clout.
hi,
You can
hi,
you can have
hi,
Try to do
hi,
you can have
hi,
event talk live. We can get
hi.
something. I'm sure me and Tony
Yeah.
can do something.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
it's
I'm totally open to putting just about anything up there. I just want it to feel kind of like it's a real TV show. So in
Yeah.
that sense, there's not really money being raised or exchanged at all, but I just want to kind of expand Sinkerswim to connect with the other communities.
Fair
No,
enough.
Send that friend
that is
request
actually.
now.
That's actually such a good idea, though, Fives. That's genuinely such a beautiful idea. I absolutely love that, to be
Yeah.
honest. Can I, if I make you a fake commercial, like a fake commercial for a fake product that's never going to exist, just for fun, and then hide horror elements through it, would you play that?
Start an ARG based on this
Honestly,
one advert.
like, message
Yay!
me about it. If you get your idea a little more fleshed out, I think we can talk about it because we got a lot of episodes and a lot of ad spaces to fill. So
Trust
You
me,
know.
I can do what I can do for you. I'm gonna mid podcast. I'm gonna offer you a deal here. Five. I'm gonna offer you a
Oh.
little deal.
sounds
Yeah,
like the
you.
Shark Tank music.
So-
I'm gonna play it a little
Get on
bit.
it, Fiver, get on it, get on it. So what I could do for you, Fives. I have experience making short horror. That's from my
That's
movie
not
server.
Shark Tank.
That's from my movie server.
Yeah, that's the Shark Tank music. What are you saying?
Okay.
Oh my
I will make you
god.
an ARG, and I have two editor friends, who like making short, like 30-second long commercials because they think it's hilarious, and then playing them at random points. That is the deal. You get that, we get to laugh at it.
Yeah, I think we could definitely work something out.
Yeah, we'll do a little handshake on that. We'll talk about this later.
Not the thing.
That's also from my movie server. What are you
No,
playing?
here's a different one. Here's a different one.
Anyway,
That's
anyway,
great.
back to the questions.
Never
Right,
mind.
I'm gonna
Right.
ask this to Freind or Clout now because we've not asked this yet. What is your dream partnership for your game show?
Chris?
Ooh. Why have you gone straight to me?
I can go first if you want.
I feel like you are more likely to have a preconceived idea.
Well, okay, not really, but I have like semi an answer.
Fair enough. Go on.
So we've done obviously we've done part collaborations in the past. Like most recently, we've done a large charity stream raising money. Also with that, we've done a lot of collaborations with different events. So we collaborated with Untitled Game Show,
Yay.
and there's a few more in there as well. But I think in future we definitely have. I don't want to say too much, but we definitely have. I mean, we can say a little bit.
Yeah.
But podcast exclusive. We do want to do like a. So basically, what we did for the charity stream was we dedicated 2 hours to a big Minecraft event. So it was Team Friend of Clout, Team Untitled Game Show, and 2 more teams I don't have brain capacity.
It
to think of
was Twitch SMP and 24-hour SMP, I think.
It wasn't 24 hours. It was hours SMP. Just
That's
hours.
it. That's it.
That's the one. So we had those 4 teams competing, and I think what we want to do in the future is we want to do that, but bigger and more teams. And
Yeah, I love the
eventually-
idea of an event coming together and representing themselves.
exactly.
I think you should
And their
go.
event in just a generic tournament,
I
an
think
event of the events, if you will.
I'm gonna be honest. You can easily get there's a few custom events I'm thinking of right now. You can easily get, so that could be a really fun idea to do.
Yeah.
If you want some ideas, you can reach out to me and I can help you with it. But yeah, I know Els probably has some connections as well, so you can ask Els as well.
Els has an incredible. That event
Yeah.
would not have happened if it wasn't for Els. He's insane.
Els is
Yeah,
He
incredible.
is everywhere.
Yeah,
I may
Wait.
slag him off, but big up Els.
exactly.
As much as we bully him.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Oh, the fish turn.
Thank you, Fives Chat. Thank you, Fives Chat.
And there's
Yeah,
Woomy work. There's Woomy work.
That one does not work because
Done!
yeah, I'm sorry. I need other things open for that to work. It wouldn't show up on this. It only shows up in OBS.
Okay.
No, that is
OBS exclusive.
Ooh.
Oh, this works.
Oh my
though.
god.
Fives is
Oh,
now
that
in.
feels a bit wrong. I don't know why. Something don't feel
I'm on
right
sale.
about that. But you shouldn't be on sale. You're worth the full. No. Mm-mm.
Don't say that.
But no, there is a. There's definitely plans for that, but I think what we want to do first is we want to prioritize this last episode, take a little bit off because
Yeah, because we didn't between season 2 and 3. I think we had. I didn't even
Yeah.
think we took a break.
no,
Because season 2 overran so much because we had to delay a few episodes. It was like January by the time we finished it, and we like to start seasons in February because it's like the anniversary. So
Yeah, that's
I
actually
think
a
we've
really
earned
nice
a
idea.
good
to
break
take.
from all of us.
Yeah, I think that's a nice idea.
Finished. But we need we'll come back to it, and we'll see what happens.
Bigger
really.
and better things.
Bigger and better things. Yeah, we're gonna focus on some of the things in the meantime, but then we'll come back better.
Ooh. This sounds amazing.
Ooh.
So I do have another little question for Fives. This is actually coming from someone that you might know, a good friend of mine, Brilsey, who I believe is set to compete in season 2, I believe. So this is a good little question. I thought this is to quote: "Will there be cake in season 2?"
Oh, the infamous cake.
The infamous cake.
Let me give a little context to this. In season 1, we had a game called Craft Master, where I would give the Voyagers, which is what we call the competitors, I would give them some hints towards a crafting recipe, and they would try to be the quickest to craft said recipe. All the materials they could use to craft were jumbled around in some really messy chests, and they were running back and forth from the chest to the crafting table. Now the audience could, at the simple command, just exclamation mark cake, they could fill their entire inventory with nothing but cake. And this went so out of control so fast because the way that the command was set up, I think it's /give command is what we used for that. If their inventory was full and they got caked again, the cake would just spew out of them. It was so much cake everywhere. We had people crying. We had people laughing. We had people crying, laughing. It was so much. It was like, jokingly, but borderline traumatic for some of the competitors. But it's very infamous, and I definitely think that it will have to make some sort of return in season 2. It's kind of iconic at this point.
I think you're gonna have to do it. I'm listening to this, and I think this might be pretty. And I don't want to sound very 2020. Pretty poggers.
I vote to kick Tilly out of this
That
call.
has awoken something in my brain.
Guys, any primers in the chat? Any
primers in the
Any
chat?
primes? I'm joking.
W's? Any
Can we?
I don't know.
Chap, you can't give us primes, unfortunately, just because we don't actually have that.
We're not affiliates.
Yeah, we don't have affiliate right now, but
Our podcast show doesn't have affiliate, but we do. That's so meh.
Oh, Love from Clay's just appeared.
Look from Clay. Hi, Clay. Why is the long
Awesome.
Sunday FOC
Hi, Clay.
stuff?
Hi, Clay.
Clay, if you want to be here,
No. That's not necessary. That won't be needed.
Oh my.
Oh, there's
That's
drama.
Ooh.
That's horrible, Archie.
Archie, I'm
Oh,
gonna
That
fucking
entire
get
message
you.
was censored by the
Do
I
I
think
need
Clay-
to take you into a private VC real
No,
quick
no,
and just have a quick conversation about your attitude on
We
my
can have a
podcast?
one-on-one.
Yeah, I think we need to have a one-on-one, Archie. Actually, really.
Another member of our staff team.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I don't think Clay's too happy with me at the moment because the other day I referred to them in the left streaming server as it. So
You know what? Whilst we're
That
on
won't do
the
you well, to
topic
be
of
fair.
drama, whilst we're on the topic of drama, I do have a little
Oh.
question surrounding that. Don't worry, I'm not calling out anyone in particular.
Oh,
So
I
obviously,
will.
so obviously you two guys, you guys have cast. You got to organize. Some people might be meeting for this first time. Some people might not already know each other. Some people might have history. Oh.
Ooh.
So my question for you guys is, if there is drama to arise, either on live or in the background, do you guys have systems in places to help deal with conflict? Because obviously we're in the Minecraft community. Someone gets called out once a week. It's a
It
tale of
happens
time.
about 3 times that we've had someone turn out to be controversial who we've had on the show. tragic.
Oh, but
So
do you guys
tragic.
have like a safety net? Do you guys have a what's the procedure? Is what I'm going to ask you. I'll ask friend or friend or host.
Friend or host.
Friend or
Whoa.
No, this is-
Whoa! Wrong,
As
wrong.
we speak.
Yeah, the twit long is going to be posted after the episode. So, friend or clout, I'll ask you guys first because obviously there might be. I can imagine drama arises a little bit more with you guys just for the premise of the show.
Yes, yeah. Most of the systems probably focus on preventing it before it gets anywhere near actually being on the show. So we'll tend to scroll through people's Twitters and stuff before they come on the show, and just look for any signs that they're potentially contentious, or if they have any friends that can get particularly aggressive or something. We tend to try and avoid people like that, just because it generally hasn't worked out great for us in the long run. When we've had.
That is very surprising, considering about 2 months ago I got a message from Archie saying, "Hey, do you want to come on the show?" Guys, it's not. I'm slipping through the cracks. I'm slipping through the cracks. You need to get your system, in better line, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I
I will say recently our systems haven't been the best, hence why you
Yeah.
see
I'm slipping through the cracks. No, I'm joking, obviously.
No, but there was
We're busy people here at Friend or Clout.
All these busy people.
Very busy.
on live. We've never had like an argument. We've had like, I think there's one infamous bad moment on live, but there's never been like any straight-
yeah.
We've had. I'm gonna be honest. We've had. I was part of one episode where there was like a little bit of an argument, but that's legitimately just because of. This was during the last episode. I don't know if this was during actually when it was live or before, but we were basically. I think this was actually the second episode I was part of, or the first one or two. Basically, one of the questions was something along the lines of like, what is your favorite film, or what is the film that you would want to be in the most? And I think I don't remember who said it, but someone said the Lego Movie, and I just turned around and went, "Are you kidding me? That's the one I was gonna go with."
That was unique. Yeah, but like no stuff like that happens all the time. But that's just like that's half jokey.
I think when it's half jokey in the event, that's less of an issue. But it's when it like overreaches its boundary. We do have. I will say, I've got a stream deck. I'm one who tends to stream the show and do all the little funky tech bits. And ever since one moment, the very end of, there was an incident in which someone got doxxed in the chat.
Oh no!
It was an awful time.
When we say doxxed, by the way, this isn't like a name. This is their address.
This is
like
it was bad. And ever since then, I've had like a button I can literally slam on my desk, and that will clear the chat. Put it on email only. It'll take the actual stream feed and cut that, and just take it to like a bureau back screen, and like so I can just slam that, and then we can deal with
I won't lie, that's a really good thing to have.
That's
I'm
amazing.
not even joking. I
can't believe we didn't have one sooner.
I think make like a TikTok or a YouTube video going, guys, just in case, because the internet's getting slightly dangerous now. Because for example, with my own stream and my YouTube, you know how you have like the blocked word section?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In my blocked word section for all social media, I have that option is my full name, my address, my like any. So if I get hacked, by the way, don't hack me, please. But from the get-go, I've had that in there along with some other friends who have dead names that they don't want out there.
Yeah.
Just in case for anyone watching that wants to be a streamer or a content creator, the blocked word section is going to be your best friend ever, and it will help prevent a lot of stuff. Like I had a friend that I told about my stream. They got a bit angry with me one day, and they tried to dox me, and it was blocked immediately.
Oh, that's good.
And it tells you.
Yeah, that happened to me before.
It'll tell you what they tried to say, but no viewers will be able to. So if you want to call out them, you can call them out, and you have the evidence, but no one else can see, and it's a beautiful system.
I will say though,
to
be careful
in
using that. Oh, we might be saying the same thing. All your moderators can usually have access to those, so
that is a good point as well. Good, everyone listen to 5. five,
And the biggest thing, the reason I think they tried to do it through the chat initially, couldn't because it was a block term, and then they made a new account which was the name of what they wanted to say, and for some reason that's so they followed, and everyone got the notification that they followed.
Yeah,
and it was
that's
just the
also a
full
good
address.
point. Like,
So that's a
if
bit of a flaw in Twitch's
say
systems
you
there.
had your location blocked, they could try to keep guessing until they notice the one is blocked. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's the one.
we
So
stop
maybe add
giving
some
people
extra words
ideas?
in there.
Let's not give the people
Let's
ideas.
not give them the ideas. But yeah,
Fueling the
Give them the ideas.
I don't know. This
They
was a while
already
ago,
have
so
these
there might be
ideas.
more.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's more protection.
I mean, I wish we had that button a lot sooner, because at the
Yeah.
time this was I think it was my second time hosting, and we just
Of
had
course,
to
you were
like
hosting.
yeah. I
I
was
was-
hosting. It was my second time hosting, and then we had to shut everyone off like immediately, and I had to improvise a speech in about 5 seconds because this was the very end of the season. I had to improvise a 5-second speech going. That's what I sounded like back then, just for reference.
It completely cut out. So
Yeah,
I
it
was
completely
trying to
cut
act like
out.
it didn't.
it was that high pitched. Only
Oh,
dogs
yeah,
could hear it.
I just went that high pitch. Yeah, well,
Yeah, so passing it over to fives, obviously you have a big cast, you see the same people week in and week out, minusing the people that get obviously voted off. But I can imagine it can get a bit tense, especially if there's like maybe two people that in like the first couple of episodes they go, oh, I'm not sure about you, and then things might escalate. Obviously that is a risk. You know, some people just don't mesh. Some people don't mesh even if nothing wrong has been done. Some people don't. Do you guys have a safety net or like a little system just in case those kind of situations do arise?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of moderation tools set up on my stream as far as stream goes, but when it comes to like the contestants themselves, we're very firm with the rules. They are having to agree to the rules multiple times, you know, and making sure that everyone understands. At the end of the day, it is just a game. And sometimes people can get into it, and sometimes that's just them playing a character. You know, they're on a quote unquote TV show in a sense. We kind of lean into reality TV. So we're just trying to make sure at all times that everyone is being respectful, even if they are you know, being a little outrageous with some things they're saying, that it should never be personal. And in the case that does happen, I've got the staff team if we need to, you know, mute someone, or most situations like that are just going to be diffused by me as the host. You know, I've got a lot of experience with that kind of thing, streaming and whatnot. So thankfully it hasn't been a major issue. There's definitely been some tensions between the competitors, but it's all felt very much in the spirit of the game. I've never felt like I've had to really step in and say, hey, stop, you know, but I'm prepared to if I have to. I'll bring the hammer down. I'll hit them with the teacher. I'll wait.
I will hit you
Go
with the
on,
bang
you
hammer
can.
right now.
Oh, I mean that is a cool outpost. For anyone that wants to mess with Five Eyes streams, don't.
You don't.
You're gonna
Don't
get
do
it.
that.
Gonna get it. Oh.
Messages. Oh.
hi.
I've never been frightened of a fish before, but there's a first time for everything.
Message by Clay. Let's bring up the panic button from season 3, episode 1.
Oh.
No,
Do
we've already
explain.
brought that up. We had because we didn't have to use it, but we had it on standby because when it comes to the boxing community, there is definitely some characters.
They're more comfortable saying certain things than the microphone.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had that on standby. I said to them, please, I beg you, don't be a dickhead. And they listened. But there was definitely some people, not on the episode, but like they were asking me to do it, and I said no. There was one Grace said no to. But no, there was a few people, but at the end of the day, it went perfectly fine, and I was
Yeah.
right about that. So one singular thing. Oh?
Sorry, I've been distracted that there's a rainbow fish.
The jam.
You're
I
okay.
do
I
sometimes.
just got like a flashback to a book from my childhood. It's
Thank you,
like a rainbow clout.
Faceless. Thank you,
I keep on
Faceless.
clicking
I
different
appreciate
voice
that.
channels.
Stop clicking the wrong voice channel, server. Swear.
God.
You're,
Do I need to-
You're not coming
do
back
I-
as a co-host. Huh?
Do I need to delete that voice chat? Is that something I need to do?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Do you want?
Sarah, we're docking your pay for this episode.
We are
Take away
ducking your
Sarah's
pay.
terms.
Oh, I'm paying for this episode. God dang
Oh
it.
yeah, I forgot.
Am I
No
paid?
pay the kids. No, but if you come be a
I'm ex-
co-host, maybe we can discuss your.
Yeah, if
your
you
pay.
could be a
I'll do that.
co-host.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
This man is out of a hosting job for the next 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll message you after stream.
Yeah.
More or less last time in a while. I'm out of work. My job hasn't called me in for a week. You know, I have no employment. Sorry, I know I shouldn't say that word on stream. Sorry. But
Oh,
Job application. Job. Employment.
Hey, I thought
Hey! Slurs!
Me and Gracie would be good friends, is what I'm learning.
You guys make me scared.
I love a bit of chaos.
sorry.
Don't worry, Sarah. You got a couple of years before you have to really start thinking about that.
Yeah.
You're okay. So
Yay.
we're having a good time. Let's take it to a bit more of a positive note. You guys ready to be positive and be happy for once? I know it's really
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
For us British
Yeah.
people, it can be very hard sometimes.
Oh, thank you.
Favorite. Like when it comes to your cast and people that you've had on the show in the past, do you have anyone that particularly stands out that you'd like to call out as being one of the best? Like one of the happiest, one of the best, one of the most best people you've had on the show. Is there anyone that particularly stands out as being the very best, like no one ever was?
Who's gonna
Anyone who
start?
wants, anyone can. Ask,
Yeah, I
oh,
can start.
ask
Actually,
I need a moment.
yeah, I'll start so you can have your moment.
Thank you.
It's not so much that I have a favorite, though I will say doing any kind of eliminations hurts so bad. The way that I have to watch people leave the show is like, it breaks my heart every time. I don't want anyone to go home, you know? But I will say in this second season, we have our champion of last season, Faye May, has been so active in the Discord and really engaging with all the season 2 cast, even giving them advice in the chat. And it's just been really heartwarming to see that Faye still wants to be involved with the show. And hopefully, you know, we have a little nod to her victory in the season 2 map, and hopefully that will make her proud to be
I would
our
laugh.
very first champion.
I would laugh if there was like a cameo that comes up like, "Hello, I am back."
Hey, nothing's out of the question, you know.
Gracie, do you wanna?
I've got someone in mind, I will say.
Okay.
You got a favorite? Is it me? You can be honest. Is it me?
Is it me?
Sadly not, no.
Oh, episode.
Oh,
No, I would say someone who's consistently, and I'll try and pick out a side of the staff team, because I think why people have ended up on the staff team is probably because they're my favourites. But
Yes, I'm the favourite.
Lily Ethnius.
Yes!
Yes!
Lily Ethnius! Yes!
Is a ray of sunshine. Absolutely awesome.
Is Lily not on the staff team?
Quite. Yeah, Lily's. I don't think Lily's on the staff team.
No,
No,
so
I think she is.
Oh, is she?
I think so.
I don't think
I
she
don't know.
is. Well, she doesn't have the. I can tell you right now, she doesn't have the staff role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Stop arguing with the guests. Lily is whoever they want her to be. But please
What would
carry
you?
on.
What
I
would
do.
you-
I do want to quickly say, if you remember this server, and I don't know if you remember this, Tony, but you should. Lily Ethnius was actually on this show on the first episode,
Oh hell yeah!
I do. Lovely lady.
which
An absolute
ironically
icon.
is with our co-host right now, server, and yes, he's been
Yeah.
mentioned. Happy Meals One. We always mention Happy some way or somehow.
I think there was one episode where Happy did not get mentioned, and it was specifically the one that I was not there for.
Yeah,
because
it
I
was last.
out
It,
drinking.
it was last episode, and we had a ton of WMCT and CCU leaks, which was really funny. Which
Nice.
are both lore events for those who don't know.
Oh,
I just love Happy. Okay. Is that?
Yeah,
is
we
that
love
so
Happy.
bad?
We love
I've
Happy.
had one conversation with him
amazing.
my entire life.
We
by the way.
need. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this live. Happy, if you hear this, we should definitely have him
Happy
back
is
on.
not listening. Happy's not listening.
Happy's not listening, but it'd be really funny if Happy was.
I can send the clip.
Go and clip it right now. Go and clip this right now, server. Happy, Happy, we would love to have you back on the show. Just DM me or Tony. We would love to have you back on.
No, I'll just DM him all that.
Yeah, just DM him. It'll be fine.
I will say I've spoke to Happy twice, both from being on Server's game show.
Yeah, same here, same here.
Yeah, same here.
Oh,
No, as far as the favorite goes, I've looked because on my phone, right. I don't mean to go on my 74th side tangent. But I have an entire list of every contestant that's ever been on the show because I do that. Since I write things in my notes sometimes. But I've had a look. I can't pick a favorite. Well, there's a few I have a soft spot for. Obviously, I think there's a group I've started streaming with. I was going to mention Lily Ethnius. Our guest for tomorrow, Pokin.
Pokin.
Icon. Another one.
Pokin's
You and
great.
Pokin, I think for the 12-hour stream, did you guys do shoeies live
What?
on air?
Shoeies.
That's Happy.
Non-alcoholic because I'm not allowed to do that on Twitch. I'm 16. But
I was about to say, by the way,
No.
I want to point out for the conversation. I think I might be the only adult here. I think proper
I'm an
proper
adult.
adult.
Grace,
You're an
Grace,
adult.
Grace is an
Okay.
adult.
I like to think of myself as an adult.
Great. However, I'm on the lash most weekends, and I can say with
Preach.
sheer thank you. I'm a bit of an alcoholic in my free time. I can say with sheer honesty, I've never once looked at a shoe and gone, you know what? I want to drink out of that. Do you know
Alright, no.
why?
You just don't get it.
Because it's a fucking shoe.
Grim, and they weren't even like.
Look, just to justify this, by the way, I didn't do this out of choice. This was a sub goal.
It was for charity.
We're doing a charity stream.
Okay, it's a
I
charity.
turn to up. I'll
However-
be back in a minute, okay?
You did it willingly, and with no alcohol. Usually,
do one.
for people to
I
do a
didn't do one.
shoey, there must be alcohol involved because you want to do it sober. Do you want to know why?
I can't
Because
do
it's a
that on Twitch.
shoey.
It's a shoe. They weren't clean shoes either. They were like dirty shoes.
Listen, everyone.
They were
no,
bad.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. That's a
Why?
They
You
look
did not buy
dirty.
you did not
I
buy
wouldn't drink
a pair
out
of
of them.
shoes to do
My
a
shoes
shoey.
are clean.
Can I?
No,
No, they're not.
Apparently, Happy
Mine
is.
is very sweaty, so I would not have.
Apparently, Happy is here because server's got him on his desk now. Apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
fine.
it. Welcome back, Happy. Pleasure to have you.
But
So-
no, I'm not allowed to do that on Twitch.
No,
Nah.
and I wouldn't expect you to because it's a shoey. You know, but back to what we've come here to
Oh
do.
yeah, favorite contestant.
Favorite contestant. So
No.
I think
Go
go
on.
on, speak. No. The
Okay.
floor is- the
No, I
floor
was
is-
just gonna say,
No,
I-
Archie. Archie, please speak.
I mean, I'm trying, but you're meant to say, oh, okay, there we go. So. I thought my fault.
Spit it out, Archie. Oh my god.
No, just,
Fives has things to do.
I'm sorry for keeping you, but no, I've had a soft. This is really anticlimactic. I'm just because I have a soft spot for quite a few contestants, which I've met so many people through the show and become friends with them through the show. But an overall favorite, I couldn't pick a favorite contestant. But I think a favorite episode of mine is, I've said this for a long time, but it was the one I mentioned earlier with Anna OC. Because I think the chemistry, not only with me and Anna, but also with Anna and the contestants, it was fucking amazing. Because we had such good contestants on that show as well.
Yeah.
And it was, I've always said that's one of my favorites because it's just like when you have chemistry between contestants that flow so well, it's fucking perfect.
Definitely. And then the viewers are entertained as well. I mean, if you're having a good time, your audience is having a good time. That's the end all.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
end all. If you're having a
Absolutely.
rubbish time, no one's having a good time. If you're having
Which
a
is
good
why
time,
I'm not on camera.
no, I think you should do more episodes. I think you should do more episodes. I'd love
Oh my
to.
God.
I
You
do
probably
probably
should-
really
I'm
do.
gonna
My
be
last
honest.
one was L's live, and that was pretty fun to be honest.
You should do more. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You should do more.
I'll take that. Thank you.
I-
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying
Students
this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying this in the fact of Archie's bad. Archie's not bad. Archie's a really good host.
I'm getting fired.
I'm getting ideas.
But I still think
It's gonna
that
be a one-woman show.
I still think that you should definitely do some more hosting as well. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, get me out of my pajamas with the buttons in front of me and get me on the camera.
Do it. You got it.
I had to reset up my whole streaming setup for this today. I don't do lots of camera appearances, but I would be up for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd love to know the effort.
Clay says.
I love it.
Clay says, "Let me host again."
No, I'm joking. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the show back on track, lads. I feel like we veered off a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Which is something I do tend to do when Happy Wheels is brought into the conversation. So obviously we've talked about how we've started the game show. We've talked about how you guys have major names, favorite contestants, how we deal with stuff. When it comes to general feedback, you know, everyone has to have feedback. It's very, very important because then you can figure out from your contestant's perspective things that they might have thought didn't go well and things that you don't need to improve on because it was amazing the first time and everyone's happy. When it comes to feedback, what's the system you guys have in place? Do we obviously the Google form is one of the I don't think a lot of events would happen.
No, not many events do. I know.
I think we'd all be a bit fucked.
Yeah, a lot of events just use either Discord forms or just used as Discord in general, which does work, but I feel like also it's hard to really, like, for just a normal Discord channel, it's more like it's a long piece, and I feel like it's just really hard to really just focus on one thing, if that makes sense.
Without a Google form,
yeah.
I think we'd all be pretty fucked. Not gonna lie, I can think of a few game shows that use an actual website.
I do love a juicy Google form.
I love a juicy Google form. I am getting a bit fed up with the Google forms though. Not the point though. Fives. How do you manage your feedback?
Yeah, so the first season, since it was just, we were just getting off the ground. There was no season 0. That was it. That was the first time. It was very much a beta, lots of scuff on it, but it was a good time. But because it was brand new, a lot of the people who competed were just people that I knew pretty well, my friends and mutuals. So I would say there wasn't even a need for a feedback form that season, in the sense that every time there was a game, they made their opinions very known. We had this environment of comfort, a little bit of comedy, and a little bit of brutal honesty of like, oh my gosh, that was painful. Please never make us do that again. Or you should have done this or this, and, ideas. It was really just a kind of an open environment there. And I'm very thankful for that. But I definitely think this season and moving forward, we are going to be instituting a Google form for Voyagers and contestants. We also do constantly have a suggestion form open, though, and that is open to members of the audience only, because one of the suggestions you can make is a mini game idea, and we don't want the competitors to see what potential games might be played. So that form is always there, and that is just in the Discord forum channel. So lots of options there. It's not too active, but the avenue is definitely open. I'm not, I don't have an ego really about the game. So I'm always open to ideas and feedback from either side, competitor or audience.
Awesome. That I do have a follow-up question. That was, have you ever had feedback that you thought maybe was a bit too harsh? But from what I'm hearing, even the brutal honesty was chill. Would I be right in thinking that?
Yeah, no, I think we had just a really good relationship, and based on how I've spoken to this cast so far for season 2, I think it's going to be about the same. But like Ganago said in chat, one of the names of the games we did, Counting Sheep, that game was incredibly painful. It just became so one-sided just because of how things had fallen. One team had an advantage and an extra player. The other team was they were not getting the strategy down. So when they said, that game sucks, that was super unfair, it's like, the game wasn't the problem. A lot of other elements had kind of stacked up to make that kind of a quote unquote controversial game, but it was, at the end of the day, it was pretty chill. It was just, man, when you're in that moment, if you guys ever watched that VOD, whew, it's hard to watch, man. It was like 100-5 the score, probably more than that.
To be honest, I have been watching a lot of Sink or Swim at the moment, mainly just because I know Brilsy, another mention. Hi, I know he's in the chat because I got a text like earlier saying, heard the cake question. Thanks, Brill. Just basically, I know he's going through all the VODs at the moment from season 1 and just going over in preparation for season 2. So I've seen a lot of Sink or Swim at the moment. I won't lie. A little bit jealous that I didn't, apply.
I did and didn't get in, so.
Next,
you guys need to tune in as the audience. We're really giving the audience a lot of power this season.
Yeah, when does season 2 start? I'm a bit unsure on that date. Do you want to just promote that?
It hasn't been like officially posted yet. I was just waiting for it to make sense to be posted on Twitter, but it will actually be September 20th.
Ooh, very close to my birthday.
On September 20th.
Exclusive.
Coming right up. Yeah, you guys are the first to know.
Then served hot and fresh on the plate, perfect preparation, perfect sear, and it looks delectable. Happy days. Moving on to obviously our lovely duo of Friends of Clout. When it comes to your feedback, what does it look like?
Yeah, I mean, literally from the get-go, from the first event, we had Google form posted straight afterwards. We were like, what was the issues? Like you say, every event runs off Google form. It would be nice if there wasn't Google Forms.
I think genuinely, if Google had not created the form, I don't think Minecraft events would have survived.
Yeah. No, but the way our event tends to work out, we've got like a dedicated Discord. So it seems to less and less we seem to be relying on the Google form, and it's more just like looking at the conversation. We've got a lot of people in the community who are like streamers and like to see us do well, and so they'll sort of just, even if they haven't been involved, they'll like analyze how it was to watch as a viewer, and then the contestants will go, oh, this was good, that was good, whatever, and we just have like a really open conversation about it.
Happy days.
And that's been really helpful in making the event much better.
Sorry, there's 2 happy wheels now.
There's been like Rose said, the form's been slipping a lot recently. I've tried to keep it up a little bit. I've sent it to people in DMs and everything, or literally just said, have any suggestions? But no, I mean, overall, I think we definitely try to improve on the suggestions we get. There's sometimes when it's like, I'll leave that to the follow-up question, actually, presuming we get asked the same thing.
Well, you would be right in thinking that. You would be right. Have you ever had a bit of feedback? That was maybe a bit too much. It was a bit too harsh. That you looked at it, a little tear ran down.
There was this one point where I don't want to mention any names because this is water under the bridge by this point. You're perfectly cool by now.
Yeah, let's not start shit on.
No.
There's better podcast. Start shit on.
No, me and this person are good friends. By the point, but there was one time where someone, it was kind of uninvited, and it was just things escalated from there. But even even in that, I've definitely tried to think about what they said. And the bits that I agree with, I've definitely thought and incorporated some of it. But no, there was that one point. But apart from that, no, all our criticism have been really constructive.
Lovely stuff. I'm gonna pass it on to my co-host here because I've been talking. I've been extroverting and shite.
Let me go.
I'm gonna say Nix, do you have any questions that you'd like to have a little gander at? What's going on in the mind of Nix right now? What are you thinking about?
Well,
what are you on your
first things first. The one thing I was thinking of is I was setting up something for later on in the episode, which I'm going to announce something later on in the episode. Right at the end of the episode.
Right, obviously, right at the end.
Not right now. Right at the end.
Retention rates. Retention.
Keep watching till the end to find out what our little announcement is. But yeah. So obviously this question is for both of you, and obviously Fives, you can also, because I know you also play in events, don't you?
Yes.
You can answer this as an event player as well, which is, why did you decide to get into events or take over the event? So for Friend or Clout takeover, for fives, obviously start not Friend or Clout, Sink or Swim, or playing events, stuff like that. I'll start with fives if that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I nodded to it a little before, which is like just streaming in general being one of the only mediums where you can instantaneously connect with your audience through the chat and just having that moment you share together. Sink or Swim was my way to really take advantage of that unique feature of the medium. And I just think, I have a pretty active Minecraft community in my streams. I have a community server that I run, and originally Sink or Swim was actually just going to be like mini games on that community server, and it kind of grew larger than that. We just kept getting more and more ideas, and I also really like commentating. Like, one of the other events that I play in is the Clicks Games. Shout out
Clicks Games! We love Clicks Games! Clicks, if you... I'm sorry to cut you off here, Fives, but I do need to say this quickly. Clicks Games, if you hear this, please, if you want to come on for an episode, we are more than happy for you guys to come on. I did actually message Asleep, and he never responded. So, if you want to come on, Creepy or Asleep or whichever, please message me, and we'll try and get you on for an episode. Wraith, that includes you. If you hear this, please ask Creepy or Asleep if they want to come on. Please. I have to say this because I messaged them both and they didn't reply. So...
It sounds a bit desperate here.
I want to interview them! I've been wanting to interview them for months. Sorry, I had to say that.
In that event, there is the finale game, which is just team versus team. You're shooting some arrows at each other.
Shrine.
It's really fun. Shrine, yeah. I love commentating that event, and even though I feel like I get a little too much into it, my teammates have said that they enjoyed as well. So
yeah.
This was, I guess, Sink or Swim is my way to kind of step into more of that sphere. I don't feel like I'm the strongest Minecraft player, so I'm a little bit more comfortable on the commentating, hosting, and organizing side. And I just think the concept of an interactive game show that really works. Like, it's interactive on so many different elements. It's just a really cool idea to me, and it's here in the small streamer community,
Yeah. I'm going to say this because obviously this never happened in the end, but for an event I hosted, which was a Blockfest, I actually asked Fives if they wanted to commentate it because I actually really enjoyed the commentating that Fives did for Shrine. And I was like, this would be funny for a full stream. So I was like, okay, I'm going to message them and ask. And unfortunately, it never happened in the end because of scheduling.
I think it was a date conflict.
Yeah, it was scheduling. But
I'm like the busiest person ever.
Yeah, but
definitely, if you think of something in the future,
we've got something we've got two things coming up, so I'll message you about those soon.
I'll check my calendar.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I thought that the commentating was really good, so I just wanted to show some love to the commentating.
I enjoy it.
Friend or Clout? Let me ask the question again, which is, how did you decide to get into events and take over Friend or Clout?
Chris?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I've been, like I said earlier, long-standing member of wanting to do events. I think about ones I've done before. I've done a lot of talent shows and stuff. And my very first event I was properly involved in was a little event called Project Small Streamer, and that was like a Minecraft tournament, very MCC like, and that sort of snowballed from there. I really enjoyed doing that, and a lot of that was, working with people in the streaming community. I think I'm definitely more suited to being a creator of something that's like quite a big thing rather than just being like a just chatting streamer. And I suppose that's best reflected in the fact that I don't really stream anymore, but I do still regularly like to see a friend or clout and that sort of thing. So that's definitely how I got into it. Archie, because you do other events in the space as well. What sort of?
Yeah, so I started off similar to Grace, just a bit later on. I wanted to do events on my own. I did a lot of different things. None of them ever worked out, of course, because that's how you get started. I have this. Not just one. I have many infamous projects throughout my career.
Oh my god, I forgot about
a lot.
them. Yeah.
A lot of my friends remind me about.
Represent the
quite
Netherite
often.
project.
Yeah, a lot of them.
21 tournament.
Don't remind me about that.
21 tournament. Where are you?
No, a lot of them didn't happen. But at the end of the day, I think that failure just made me more hungry to have a successful one. And obviously, I saw a friend of Clout.
That's where I come in.
Oh
I started competing
yeah.
in friend of Clout, along with some other Minecraft events, which they're long gone by now.
Yeah,
So I competed in other
Hey,
things.
mine's just still here.
Yours is no. This is a lot after what I'm talking about, Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Stop interjecting on things you don't know about, Shava. Come on.
No, it's like
You're condescending me as a child.
Where's your tablet gone? Where's your tablet?
I'm not an iPad kid. Shut up.
Oh, sure.
Where's your tablet? Where's your tablet? Can't get
This
through
is
a
like-
car journey without it.
like early 2023 stuff. So and then I started Friend of Clout, and I really used Friend of Clout to realize, is this what I want to do? And then obviously, as I said before, slowly over time, I was just asking if anyone needed help, and I basically pushed myself through the door and I integrated myself into the team, and this is where we are now. Obviously, in the future, once we're on this break from the regular Friend of Clout season, we'll take a little bit off. We'll come back to it. And then before the fourth season, might do a few events. Like might do this Minecraft event, might do a few more things, possibly some real life stuff, which
Ooh.
That sounds interesting.
possible. But we'll maybe. There's a chance.
I'd love
that,
to, but
yeah. I mean, for me and Grace, it would be a bit easier, possibly in the future, because I was talking to this just before stream. There's a possibility that we're at the same uni next year, so if that
that is
happens.
very true.
Me and Grace could do some real life stuff. But no, I'm really looking forward to the future. I know it's very much not the question. Basically, loads of different events. It just led me to Friend of Clout, and I do still love. I did a chess tournament recently, but I did it because really I got excited about hosting events again. So hopefully, I can on the Friend of Clout off season, I can get back into that a little bit more.
Yeah. Server, do you want to ask the next question?
Yes, I do.
So I was
Thank you
answering
very
a question.
much. Wait, no, I'm answering the question. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I think you mean asking.
I
the
did.
question.
I did.
Okay, so my question for all three of you is, how did you meet your event team, as in builders, coders, all that stuff?
I think this might be our last question, isn't it?
Friend of Cloud Duo, we'll
Yes, I
start
think
with
it
you.
is.
I mean, we can start backwards. I'll start this time if you want. So
Yeah, go on.
I met Grace and the other previous owner, obviously through the game show. I met a lot of them through the game show. Obviously, these days we have a small staff team. We technically have a bigger staff team, but our actual staff team, it's me, Grace, Love from Clay, and Els Live. They're our main four. And I just met them all. No, that's not true actually. I met Clay and Grace through Friend of Clout. I met Els a bit earlier on this Minecraft server. I was recording a video where I knew this was a server back in years ago called SMP, which Grace was also on.
Oh, flashback.
Don't mention that name.
I
I
was
logged
this
on once and I regretted it.
I was on this SMP. It's filled with controversy now. Oh my god. I was on it at the
It
time.
was then.
And
Yeah.
I was good friends with one of the owners. That's a different story. I was good friends with one of the owners of the server, and I asked politely if I could get admin commands to record this video where I was trolling people.
Yeah.
And during this trolling, I met Els Live. Oh, I went in. He was building a house, and I just went invisible and I kept destroying his shit. And he angriest I've ever seen the guy. But that's how I met the
Funny.
3 main ones. There's basically everyone I've met through the show, yeah,
Mhm.
and obviously the
Yeah.
email.
So everyone that runs the staff team has had a show appearance. I think everyone on the show is now being a guest star as well. So it's very much me and the original owner. We were friends and we started it together. Just became friends through the small streamer community. But yeah, Clay specifically was there from the start. Was there on the first event. You can see them back
Did you
there.
play?
And the first thing they sort of interacted with as a staff member was the pre-show. And then they went on to do some
Rest in peace,
covers.
the pre-show.
Yeah, some covers to go over the Starting Soon music, which was very fun. And then from there, went on to running like the socials and stuff. So they currently manage the Twitter, which is an integral part of getting people on. But yeah, we just met through TikTok and advertising the show, and then they've been on the show. Els also had been a contestant on the show. I think it was the same one as Archie had first been on, maybe.
No, it was
no, it
a
was
little bit
not.
earlier. A little bit earlier.
Was it? Yeah. But
Server knows for some reason.
Yeah, because we were on the same episode.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
fair enough. That's when he face revealed, and it like freaked us all out because we thought he'd accidentally face revealed. It was ridiculous. But yeah, they've all been on the event and then slowly sort of joined the staff team before then.
You just recruit people from your
Yeah,
company.
very much so. It's very much that kind of event. Speaking of the more broader staff team as well, you've got Twinkles, Olive, again, all people who've been there from the start who just are active on the show, and we sort of went, do you want to make some TikToks for us? And then Cyber as well, I think. Yeah, but they're all very much from being on the show is how we meet people.
Yeah. Okay, is there any other questions you want to ask Server, or shall we get in?
You haven't asked Vibes, did you?
Oh,
Oh no, I
yeah,
didn't ask
I-
Vibes. I'm dumb. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. Server asked this in the opposite order, so really it's Server's fault.
Yes.
It's always my fault. It's always
Yeah.
my fault at the end of the day.
But no, so Sink or Swim was originally thought of with a friend of mine who I've met through Twitch. Everyone I've met through Twitch or like various, content. A lot of it started around my community, which is not the reason that it streams on my channel. That's just because everything I have set up is so intricate. If I had an alternate channel, it would be such a disaster. But that's past the point. Everyone I met through streaming and, that first season, all of those people were the competitors, really. And a lot of those people have now joined the staff team, which is great because in the first season, it was myself and one other person. And we were very much on crunch time every week. We were fixing games at the last second before I pressed go live. It was miserable in like the most fun way possible. Like we got it done and it was a great experience, but we learned very much that we should not do that again. And about halfway through the season, we did get one other individual joining us who's Ganago, and he is just an absolute guru with all things Minecraft alongside the other person, V. So most of the workflow is just me saying, can we make this happen? Is this possible? And they say, I don't know. And then they do it. So it somehow comes together. But now we have a lot more builders and coders, all members that were originally in my community. So we're really tight knit. And honestly, it's been great. Yeah, shout out Ganago and V. They are absolutely incredible. And I was gonna say one more thing. Oh, one thing we had said last season was, this time next year, we're going to look at this and say, why did we do it like that? That's horrible. This thing was put together with duct tape. It was awful. And we had that moment already this season. We're like, why did we do it like that? So we've already made great strides with new features and just polishing things out, making sure that there's no glitches, and we're actually having testers this time. There really wasn't proper
That's
testers.
good.
It's very hard to test because it is so audience based. You really can't predict how many people are going to be in the chat, you know, how many people are going to be interacting, and how each competitor will take it. You know, are they going to try and get an exploit that we didn't think of? And technically that's legal, but, you know, it makes the game really easy for them, and just very unpredictable, I would say, is the nature of the game. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful to have more staff this season to make it as good as it can be.
That reminds me, I need to talk to you about something after stream 5s. That reminds me of something that we need to start working on.
Oh, there's a business deal happening.
I think
that
you
thing.
might, yes,
thank
that
you.
thing, so that you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know.
Yeah, Fives, actually, I need to talk to you about our own business deal now.
We need to talk about that because that needs to start. I've basically done all the thing for it. I just need some help with the games for it. So, yeah. But I'm going to ask one more question, but this is not like a normal question. This is more of
It's
the
a
end.
special question.
Yes, it's a special question.
It's a
Would
special
you?
question.
So
Right.
I'm gonna start with Fives. Would you like to promote your first, well, anything that you want? Really?
Oh,
You can
I mean,
promote baked beans for a weekend.
yeah, I mean, I guess I would just say the season premiere of Sink or Swim, September 20th, 1 p.m. Eastern, or sorry, 2 p.m. Eastern, excuse me. I'm very excited that we are hosting at an EU-friendly time this season. I don't know what.
Yes!
That should be
Eastern
about
Standard
7
Time
for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Eastern
7.
It's 5 hours behind UK time.
Yeah.
But I'm
So
very
yeah,
America.
last season we hosted at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's very much
Ooh.
not.
Bad time.
I hope to see some new faces this season from all across the globe in the audience.
Well, I'll definitely be there. That's
Yeah, I will definitely be there. That's for damn
I'll
sure.
be
Yay! Thanks.
I need.
No problem. No problem.
No problem.
Absolutely no
No
problem.
worries at all.
Archie, Grace, have you ever got anything you'd like to quickly promote? What's your...
Of course. When do we not?
We
Ladies
come
and gentlemen.
prepared.
Tomorrow night at
24
7:30
hours time.
PST, 24 hours time.
Season finale.
Friend of crap.
Crap.
Oh, don't know.
Friend of Clout Retro featuring Pokken will air. It's not going to air. It's going to be live streamed. Tomorrow night is the season finale. Before we leave for a very long time on a hiatus. So please, if you're
The
interested,
big scary word.
please drop in the audience. Come see. Shall I read out our contestants real quick?
Gang, let's
Go
manage
for
to
it.
go on direct
Go
line.
for
We
it.
might never come back from this.
Yep. They're actually going to have like a big falling out at the end of the episode, and then they're
Of
never
course.
going to.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Trust.
Yeah, Grace is actually going to
Oh,
be
So you
out.
want to be there, and you want to be there all the way.
Yeah.
Clout.
Me and Grace are never going to speak again. We're going to go to uni
Yeah.
together, and then we're never going to speak again.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Grace is
I
actually
think-
going to appear on our
Clay is
camera.
asking me in the meantime to promote their music. Clay's a lovely music
Yeah.
person. They actually
Clay.
did the music for the show, so if that's their credentials.
They need a producer. They need a producer.
If you're a producer, please get in touch with
Get in
the
touch.
Friend of
Love from Clay.
Clout show, please.
But
And
they're so talented.
whilst we're getting those up as well, Faceless has said to Fives to promote Conflux.
Oh, well, I guess I'll wait for Friend or Cloud
Yeah.
to finish their announcement.
Yeah, they need to finish their section.
I'll read out the contestants. Read out the contestants. Come on.
Read out the contestants, Archie. You got this.
Read them out. Read them out.
Rock in motion.
If you guys know any of these content creators, please do tune in. So obviously, Pokken's our guest. I'll be hosting. Grace is behind the scenes. Clay and Els are on the intermission. And as contestants, we have Chip Cause, Printer Does Stuff, Luna Lottle, Cat Lover Caves, Boy Contas, Nico, and then 2 players from one computer, Ethnius Live and her good friend Levy.
Yes.
Wow.
Yippee.
Levy's currently at Ethnius's PC right now. I can say that because I've seen them up the PC before.
Have
amazing. What a stacked cast of contestants.
That is a very good cast.
That is an amazing cast.
That's a very good cast.
Oh yeah.
We try.
I love how
Only the best for the
there's
finale.
I love how there's
Only the
Ghost
finale.
Talk on Friend or Clout, and then like I'm pretty sure like not the next episode, but the next episode after Luna Lottle's on.
Ghost Talk's fucking great.
Ghost Talk is amazing. Fives, do you want to quickly promote Conflux?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's I guess the only other thing I would have to promote. I run a multi-streamer community Minecraft server, so it's not just my community. Other streamers are welcome to apply and invite their communities as well. It's called Conflux MC, and it is probably the most active Minecraft server I have ever played on in my life as a fish. So it's great. I could brag about it for so long because the community is just so great. But check it out, and if you're looking for a home for your community, if you stream and you have some members of your chat who are saying, hey, you should host a Minecraft server, I'll do the hosting. You just apply and reach out to me.
Just out of curiosity, just before Nyx does their own promotional material, what is the lifespan of a fish, and how long have you been a fish?
That's classified information, I fear. But I will say that the coelacanth, which is the type of fish that I am, has been around since the times of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, but what's the average lifespan of that fish?
Classified.
I just told you it's classified.
It's classified.
Sorry.
I also might be a magic fish, hence the talking. So.
And the
I don't
rainbow
know.
scales as
Wait,
well, and the fact that you work at the Krusty Krab.
Can fish not
well,
talk?
of course. Not
Have
usually.
you been talking to fish,
Yes,
Archie?
yes, server. Give
Well, I've
give
been
it a
watching.
minute.
I've been watching SpongeBob.
I've been watching what is the fish not food? Which movie's that?
Nemo.
Oscar the Millionaire.
Nemo. Oh.
Oh, that's actually gonna bug me. Nyx, do your promotion, and I'll tell you when I figure out what
Actually,
to do.
I'm not going to be doing my promotion right now because server wants to promote something. Go on, server.
Yeah. Guys, Untitled Game Show, September 20th.
Oh, it's Shark
Same
Tale!
day.
Yeah, same day.
That's crazy.
Application's
Gosh,
still
that's
open,
crazy.
guys. They're still
Guys,
open.
monitors.
Go,
gonna
go
apply
and
right
apply right now. I'm actually gonna
gotta
give me 1 second.
Favorite.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna put the link in chat. Give me a second.
Yeah.
What time will it be? We could do like
It
a
will
watch
be
party.
at 5 p.m. BST. So
No, that links up. That will link up, so it's...
Yeah, you could just.
You can raid 5.
Well, you're gonna have to put the Twitch link in the YouTube chat because the server streams
Oh,
the
that
Type
won't
Game Show
work.
on YouTube.
I stream on YouTube, yeah.
You should fix that. Just so.
Can
Anyway.
I
Just for
be a
this
three-time
episode.
Archie, you can only be a 3-time contestant on the next season, alright?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to play until next season, Archie, either. Don't
I
worry.
need to make my comeback as the runner-up.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Too
yeah.
many people from my house have gotten first
Tony.
place. I'm the only one to come second.
Quecky
Tony.
Bed, Nathan.
Yep.
I also came second.
We need an episode that's just me and Nyx trying to figure out, because in any Minecraft event me and Nyx are in, we are both last place.
Yeah, that's true. I think you actually-
I got second.
Can relate, that's why I don't compete.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that feeling.
Okay. So, I'm actually going to be promoting two things that are both Event Talk Live related. So, and then I'm going to promote something that is not Event Talk Live related. So, we, as in me, Tony, and a few other people, will be showing up at Cubed. We've got a booth which we're currently in right now. We will be at Cubed, which is a little convention in Minecraft, so you can go and see this booth that I'm in right now at Cubed. That is the first thing. The second thing is that next episode, we will have a studio, which I'm not on currently. This is the booth. Next episode, we will be starting with a new studio, which I'm actually going to announce the next episode too. So next episode, we will be joined by Shirio and also good old AJX. They will be joining us.
Oh.
Yep. I've managed to get AJ. Yes, that's happened.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, to talk about their different game nights discords, which is I might also be getting Quartz's Canon as well to talk about the one that me and Quartz hosts as well. Thank you, sir. Hello,
Just
server.
checking, Nick. You know that you're still on your
Hello.
PNG tuber and you're not in a booth currently.
On Discord, on Discord.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
on the
I'm
stream.
sorry.
On stream, I'm not.
Excuse offense, but Tony, you're a dumbass.
Why do you go on everyone else's stream and swear, but on your own, I'm not allowed to swear?
I'm a different person on other people's stream.
Can we calm down so I can say the other thing, please? Speaking of the Light Your Way, we will also, for Light Your Way, we'll also be having a booth there too. We are currently building it, so look out for that. And that's all I really have. Tony, do you want to promote anything or?
Twitch.tv/Skeletoni. I'm really funny.
That's actually true. If you've watched the stream and loved listening to Skeletoni, you can go and check out Tony at twitch.tv/Skeletoni.
I scream a lot.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do that.
Thank you very, very much for watching today's episode of Event Talk Live. We will see you all very, very soon for the next episode. Please keep an eye on our Twitter, which I will also put into chat, which is the same as our Twitch. Please go and keep an eye on that, because we will be... give me 1 second. So I can think about... there you go. We will be promoting the next episode with time and date of the next episode when we have come up with the time and date for it. We're going to be talking to AJX and Shy very, very soon to talk about when we're going to host the next event, a Talk Live episode. Thank you very, very much for watching today, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Bye.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to quickly start a raid. Give me a second.
Yes!
It's Ray Portal!
That's what I'm doing. We're going to raid off to Portal MG. Please go and show Portal MG some love. But yeah, we're going... Yes, I saw your messages. That's why I was quick to change it.
Make it quick.
I've changed it. I've got it on. And we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.
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 Bye.